Good morning, everybody. We're going to conclude the week of reviews with a review of my favorite Elton John live album, Here and There, which was released on April 30th of 1976, but taken from two concerts in 1974, one at the Royal Festival Hall and the famous concert where John Lennon appeared with Elton during Thanksgiving of 1974 at Madison Square Garden, and more on that in a minute. Um, but this is my favorite Elton John live album, and the first concert, like I said, was recorded at the Royal Festival Hall in London. And Elton, if you listen to the record, Elton describes it as kind of a retrospective concert. He goes through material from his first albums, and it opens up with one of my all-time favorite songs from Empty Sky, Skyline Pigeon, and then it runs the gamut between songs from Caribou, which I think was the record he was touring behind at the time, to Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, to my favorite, Tumbleweed Connection. And they actually do a couple songs from Tumbleweed. One of my all-time favorites, Country Comfort, and Leslie Duncan performs the love song with Elton. And they do an extended version of Honky Cat with Ray Cooper, the percussionist, on the duck call. And it's a really fantastic show. And they do another song of my another favorite of mine from, I believe, his second album, the Elton John record, called Bad Side of the Moon, in kind of a rock, in kind of a hard rock version. But my and then as far as the second concert goes, um, it open at Madison Square. It opens with "Funeral for a Friend," "Love Lies Bleeding," and it also has my favorite version of Daniel on it. And there are several repeats on both concerts, meaning he does some of the same songs like "Take Me to the Pilot," but the version of "Take Me to the Pilot" from the Madison Square Garden show, I think, is a little more fleshed out than the version from the Royal Festival Hall show. But the reason the Madison Square Garden show is so famous is that Elton invited John Lennon, who had not performed live since the one-to-one concerts in 1972, I believe. Ironically, also at Madison Square Garden. Anyway, Elton invited John Lennon to perform with him. They had a bet that if their duet of "Whatever Gets You Through the Night" made it to number one, John would come on stage and perform with Elton, and he did, because it did, and they do, of course, "Whatever Gets You Through the Night," and as far as the Beatles songs go, they do "I Saw Her Standing There," and in my mind, what is my favorite Elton John. What is my favorite song from the concert? A fantastic live version of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And I know this is probably gonna make some people unsubscribe from the channel, but I prefer Elton John's version of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds to the original. It rocks a lot harder. Even the studio version I like better than the version from Sergeant Pepper's. I know that's probably gonna piss off a lot of people, but I don't care. That's just my opinion. But anyway, um, the original release of Here and There in 1976 was highly truncated. Um, I don't think, and you'll have to check the screen recording, I don't think it had the John Lennon songs on it. I think it mainly concentrated on the Elton songs, and the and it was you know, the track listing was kind of out of order from the concert, and in other words, it was just a highlights record from the concert. I think in 1995 the album was re-released in a expanded edition, and I think those are the complete concerts, or nearly complete. And like I said, in 1995, the album was re-released in an expanded edition, and and oh, another fantastic version is the version of "The Bitch Is Back" from, I believe, yeah, from the Madison Square show. It is fantastic too because it has a horn section on it, which I wish Elton would have kept the horn section for the. I wish he would use live horns when he performs the song today, but he doesn't. Actually, the last time he used a horn section was in, I believe, 1986 when he was on the Tour de Force tour, when he performed with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, which we will be doing a whole series on in future videos. So be looking for that. And so, like I said, this is my favorite Elton John record, and I hope you enjoy it. I give this 5 stars. Shot and produced by Adam Bauer. Audio and video provided by Pixabay, WeVideo, and the YouTube Music Library. Screen recording taken from Wikipedia. Photo provided by Google Images.